Vanakkam, Namaste, Swagatam. We are in work-life balance. We have completed the basics. We have completed money. We have completed time segment, and also we have seen woman and work. Now we are in the last video, last segment, where we are going to discuss about job and a business. I'm sure this is going to be a very interesting topic. If you are an employee or if you are an entrepreneur, definitely there will be many questions before taking that step, or you may be still thinking of jumping to the other side. So this topic is going to discuss with respect to family. So first we are going to see the difference between employer and employment and entrepreneur, and then we are going to discuss about the impact of two different work profile with respect to family, and then we are going to discuss about the future possibilities where the world is heading us to, and then we are going to see some action plan related to this area. So first, the difference. We are going to see the pros and cons, the plus and minus of both the things. I have tried my level best to be a neutral. Being a person who worked for a same organization for more than 9 years and left 4 years before and fully into running so many business, farming, YouTube, social media, teaching, counseling, workshops, speaker, visiting professor, entrepreneur, so many things I experienced. So I have gained some experience on this area, and also I have discussed with experts before writing down, charting out all these pros and cons of both. Let's see how much deep I am. So the first thing is the cons, that is the negatives of employment. The very, very important thing is individual freedom. When you work for somebody, when you work for an organization, when you work for a company, when you work for even an individual, then the first thing what happens is you can't decide what you want to do. You need to do what others say to you. Your boss say to you, your team leader says to you, or anybody for that matter. So the system runs you and you need to be a follower. So this is the first negative thing which happens in society. The second thing is work environment. You can't change it. You can't influence it. You will be dropped in a different environment and you need to work there. You can't change the person who's sitting next to you. You can't change the lifestyle of the culture of the company, etc. Then the third thing is related to your time. They decide when to come, when you should be there, when you should punch in, when you should take leave, how many leaves, casual leave, earned leave, medical leave, blah blah blah, and you need to always count your available dates for all the functions and plans, whatever. So you have very, very limited control over time if you are a employee. Now let us see the strength of being an employee. The first thing, or the a very, very important thing, is security, financial security. Every month, first day or first week, you will get salary and nobody can stop it, right? So this clarity in financial planning is not possible in the other side, at least in the initial days, right? So this is one very big plus. There is a safe journey. That is the one reason why all the old people used to always say for a government job, government job. What do they mean by government job? So that you will get salary on time. So when there was a situation when money is a very big thing, and your passion or what you want to do, what you're capable to do, all those things doesn't matter. Getting a job and getting money and take care of family or eating and surviving is a big thing. Obviously, getting a salary on time is a very big deal, and that's why those days they used to say always government job, government job. So definitely any job you get today, there is a financial security. There are some system, and there are even some pension schemes, blah blah blah. And the second one is a regularity. What is regularity? You will have a system. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. That's all. I'll be out of my office, or 9 o'clock only I need to punch in. Till then I have time. There is a clear cut regular plan. So this is one strength of a employee. And the last one is less tension. I don't say no tension, because at the end of the day there is a fear of firing and fear of competition. Therefore obviously there will be tension and stress, but those tension and stress are less compared to somebody who is owning the entire company on his head and then thinking about the loss or profit of the company. So you will get a salary with or without a product delivered properly or not. So there is a definitely difference between employees tension and employers or entrepreneurs tension. Now let us get into the businessman's perspective. So what are the pros? The first one is financial insecurity. Always when I say about a businessman, don't think Ambani or Adani, because we are not talking about those kind of businessmen. We are talking about somebody who is in starting up, in the starting stage, or who is planning to jump in, or who is even for Ambani's brother, the situation was like this, right? Financial insecurity. So yes, there are people those who feel very secure in business, and there are people those who feel insecure. But here, what I would like to share is there is a possibility of a fall. There is a possibility of a bankruptcy. So that is what I mean by drawback in business. In employment, that doesn't happen, right? Then the second one is work pressure, because you own the consequence. It is not that you can blame someone and you can leave home early that day. It is not possible, because you are going to be the only person who is going to be taking the pain of it. Therefore, the work pressure and the deadlines will be more. And the third thing is, for a businessman, the clock runs all the time. So it doesn't mean like 5 o'clock I am off or 6 o'clock I am off. Calls may come anytime, leads may come anytime, clients may have different issues and different time. Therefore, you need to be there, or service issue, transport issue, legal issue, blah blah blah. So therefore, your time is unpredictable sometimes. Then the pros. What are the strength of being in business? The first thing is individual freedom. You get freedom in your attire, you get freedom in your time, you get freedom in all walks of life as a businessman. You can be even in off the track. The second one is work environment. You can change the environment the way you want. If you don't like a colleague, if you don't like a staff, if you don't like the hall, if you don't like anything, you can change it. You have freedom in modifying the work environment or work culture. And the third beautiful thing is flexible time. Yes, definitely. This may look contradictory, unexpected, work timings and flexible time and holidays. But yes, definitely, yes, they can pass their profit also for the sake of their family or sake of some other commitments, or travel, or meeting guests, anything, even health. They can pass their work and they can take off. But in employment, it can't be done. It is dependent on someone else or somebody else. Therefore, it is always flexible timings and holidays. All these things, they have their own freedom to control. So these are the differences between employment and entrepreneur. And the next video, we are going to see about the impact of these two in a family. Let's see the next video. Well, before you leave, I would like to ask you to comment below who you are and who you want to be, and which point you really value more if you are an entrepreneur or if you are an employee, right? And obviously, if you feel that I missed some point, definitely mention below. I'll consider it in the next update. Thank you.